There's something about a bow tie that makes people uncomfortable when a black man wears it. Maybe it's because it challenges expectations, like the one Malik Harris was wearing the day it all started. It was a sunny Thursday in downtown Atlanta. Malik, 27, was dressed sharp, navy black blazer, polished loafers, fresh taper fade, and that now iconic red bow tie. He had just finished a pitch at a startup accelerator and walked into Café Ridge, a high-end bakery that recently went viral for its $12.00 coffee and marble walls. He was on a high. His pitch had gone better than expected, and with a little luck, he could land a six-figure seed fund for his mobile wellness app. He needed a minute to think, a place to sit, some peace. The bell above the door chimed as he walked in. The cafe was quiet, almost too quiet for how busy it looked. Several people sat at laptops. A mother rocked a stroller near the window. But as Malik stepped to the counter, the vibe shifted. Behind the counter stood a middle-aged white woman in a crisp apron. Her name tag said Lisa. Malik smiled. "Hey, can I get a cappuccino with almond milk and maybe a spinach croissant if you have one?" Lisa blinked. Her jaw tightened. She didn't touch the register. "We're closed," she said flatly. Malik looked around. Confused, people were sipping lattes. A barista in the back was pulling espresso shots. Music was playing. "Closed?" The sign on the door said, "Open till 6, it's 4:30. "We're cleaning up. You'll have to come back another time." There was no anger in Malik's face, no raised voice, no drama. He just stared at her. His smile faded and he nodded once. Then he turned around and walked out. But the silence in that cafe, that lingered. The internet has eyes. 2 teenagers near the corner had seen everything. One of them, Kayla, was recording on her phone. She posted it with the caption, "Y'all, she told this man they were closed, but look at all these people sipping lattes. Racism in real time." Within hours, the clip had 100K views. By the next morning, it was at 3 million. Who's the man in the video? Malik had no idea he'd gone viral until his mentor called. "You're on Twitter, son. People are calling you the bow tie gentleman." He watched the clip once, twice. It made his stomach twist. He hadn't even said anything. No clapback, no confrontation, but somehow the calmness in his silence said more than any shouting could have. He posted one tweet. "I didn't walk out because I was weak. I walked out because I was tired. Tired of proving I belong." That tweet alone got 200,000 likes. Overnight, Malik became a symbol of grace, of restraint, of the quiet strength that black men are often denied the right to display. Café Ridge goes up in flames. Within 48 hours, the cafe's Yelp rating tanked. A public boycott began. News crews parked outside. Lisa issued a public statement claiming miscommunication and staffing errors. But no one was buying it. Malik stayed silent. He wasn't chasing clout. He was focused on his pitch deck, his app. But the storm kept swirling, and just when it started to fade, Lisa came knocking. 3 weeks later, Malik Harris sat across from 3 investors in a sleek glass conference room. The same bow tie, the same blazer. But this time, he wasn't pitching, he was closing. His app, Wellspire, a digital mental health platform tailored to underserved black communities, had not only secured funding, it had gone viral thanks to his rising public image. He wasn't just the bow tie guy anymore, he was a symbol of dignity in the face of racism, calm in the storm, and power in silence. The call Malik was reviewing product mock-ups when his assistant, Darien, peeked in. "You got a call. She says it's urgent. From Café Ridge." Malik raised an eyebrow. "Lisa?" Darien nodded slowly. "Says she needs to meet you, personally." He didn't respond immediately. Instead, he leaned back in his chair, staring at the ceiling, arms crossed. "Tell her, I'll stop by tomorrow, around noon." A different kind of cafe. When Malik walked back into Café Ridge, it looked different. The marble still gleamed, but there were no customers. Half the shelves were empty. A now hiring sign hung crooked in the window. One of the lights above the counter flickered slightly. Lisa stood behind the register, alone, pale, and visibly shaken. As Malik approached, her posture changed. She looked smaller now, not in height, but in presence. That invisible wall of power, gone. "Thank you for coming," she said, voice trembling. Malik stayed silent, calm. I made a mistake, a stupid, terrible mistake. I don't know what came over me that day." He tilted his head. "That day?" Lisa looked down. "I've been getting death threats. Business has dropped 80%. My son, he's been bullied at school. I didn't think it would go this far." Malik nodded slowly. "I understand." She looked up, hopeful. "You do?" "I understand what consequences feel like." Lisa's eyes welled with tears. "Please," she whispered. "Could you say something? A tweet? A video? Something to calm people down? Tell them I've changed, that I'm not that person." Malik stared at her. For a long, quiet moment. He leaned on the counter slightly, not angry, not cruel, just focused. "Tell me, Lisa, when you saw me walk in that day, what did you think?" She didn't answer. "I'll tell you. You didn't see a customer or a tech founder or a Harvard grad. You saw a threat." Her eyes fluttered. "I was tired. I'd had a long day, and you saw what you wanted to see, and now the world saw it too. Redemption or reality." Lisa folded her arms tightly. "So, that's it? You won't help?" Malik paused. "No," he said. "I will help." She looked surprised. "I'll give you a quote, a statement for the media." Lisa's eyes brightened. "That says I forgave you?" Her jaw relaxed. "But," he added, "it won't be for free." The light dimmed again. A new partnership. Later that week, a statement was released from Cafe Ridge's new community outreach partner, Wellspire Foundation. The press release read, "Cafe Ridge will donate 30% of all profits over the next year to the Wellspire Foundation to support mental health initiatives in Black neighborhoods across Atlanta." Owner, Lisa Martin, acknowledges her mistake and has committed to a year-long diversity, equity, and empathy program designed by the Wellspire team. Social media exploded again. But this time, the headlines weren't just about rage. They were about power, grace, growth. Final scene: Malik stood outside the cafe a few weeks later, watching a new barista, a young black woman, hand a coffee to a white customer with a smile. Behind the counter, Lisa was cleaning a table. Quietly, humbly, Malik took one final sip of his almond cappuccino and dropped a $100.00 tip in the jar. Darian, standing beside him, asked, "So why'd you help her?" Malik adjusted his bow tie. "Because it's not just about punishing ignorance. It's about replacing it with something better." He stepped into the sunlight. The cafe bell rang behind him, and for once, it didn't feel heavy. Video outro suggestion. For narration or who you're serving, or who you're turning away. But one thing's certain, if you close a door on someone just because of who they are, don't be surprised when they come back owning the whole building.